Hi, I'm here to see an Adam Bonilla.
Do you have an appointment?
I don't.
Your appointment's at 1:55. It's 1:54 right now. You're gonna have to wait.
Okay, well. Okay.
Today's episode is brought to you by MuscleEgg. MuscleEgg is 100% liquid egg whites that are uniquely flavored to satisfy your sweet tooth. I've been using MuscleEgg for years now, and honestly, it's the only way I can eat eggs. I'm a very picky eater. I know. Anyway, try the MuscleEgg for yourself. The link is in description below.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So if you didn't already know, I'm officially off season. Oh my gosh. Yes, the year has come to an end. Competed in 14 amazing shows this year, but now it's time to make a few improvements before I head into the next show, which is February 5th, the Muscle Contest Legends Classic here in Las Vegas, my hometown, so how can I not do it? And because I'm getting kind of anxious and bored here, not competing, so I'm being the first show of the year. Anyway, today I'm gonna be training with Sam. We're gonna be training some glutes, and then I will be getting a physique assessment from Coach Adam, and he's gonna tell me, he's gonna tell me the truth, you know? What do I need to work on? How I'm looking 3 weeks post-show, all that good stuff. So you don't wanna miss it. Stay tuned and follow along. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's see the weight.
I rarely weigh myself, but hey.
I'm gonna guess 125.
I'm gonna guess 126.
Oh,
There's no way, Adam. I think this is broke.
You're still light from Spain.
No, I think this has to be broke, Adam. I really think
so. When Ashley was in Europe, she got a little lighter than we both thought she would have.
Oh yes, and we'll definitely go over that when we show the pictures. But I got home and I was 118. So. Whoo.
Yeah, she lost a little bit. It was hard for her to eat the right foods and stuff, and so she just didn't eat that much at all. She was traveling and walking a lot too. So yeah, 121. So yeah, you're a little bit light.
All right, so we're in the off season officially. 3 weeks post show, Spain show. 3 weeks post show, and might as well just go ahead and tell the world I got another show coming up in February. So I'm like less than 2 months out, but also off season-ish at the same time. So I'm in that weird, not off season, but not prep season. Like maybe a maintaining point, but you'll tell me the scoop. So let's look at this Staiku and see.
You're doing really good on your shape. So we'll look at this and we'll look at your posing too on the TV here. And the key things that we need to look for right now. So when I saw your shape with you posing, right now you look like you're about 3 weeks out. So that's good because you're
3 weeks post show, 3 weeks out. So.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That actually works out well. So you look like you're 3 weeks out. What we have 7 weeks right now? 52 days away.
52 days out.
So 52 days out. So
let's go.
Yeah, you're 52 days out, and right now I would be comfortable at 28 days if we started prepping that.
Right.
So we're good.
So we'll pretty much start prepping, like hardcore prepping, the first of the year, in a way.
Yeah.
The first Oh my gosh, does that make me a New Year's resolution?
Yes, you're a resolutioner. We're gonna start a transformation channel for you. Yeah, so we're good right now. Everything's good, so we could still keep as is, and we're not doing too much cardio. You're working out hard still, and we'll look at a couple key things. So, with your overall measurements, everything's looking really good. The only thing I would say right now is that when you were over in Spain and on your European tour and you came back and you're a little bit lighter, the only place I saw you being a little bit smaller was like your arms and maybe a tiny bit flat in the shoulders. The shoulders look like they got it back already, but a little bit in the arms, I would say maybe flattened out a little bit. When I'm looking at your measurements here, I probably would want to remeasure just to make sure, but one looks like it's smaller than the other.
Oh my gosh.
By a decent margin. So I would like to just double check that to make sure.
It's saying my right is bigger?
Your left is bigger than your right.
That's strange, because I'm right-handed.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. I'm sorry, your right is bigger than your left.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, that makes more sense. I probably would believe it then,
Yeah.
I guess. But how did that happen?
Yeah, but it's I like it to be within a quarter of an inch, but it's above, it's 0.3, so it's a little bit higher than where I want it to be. So we just double check that.
That's definitely some points off on stage. Ashley, your bicep is 1 inch. How much was it?
0.3.
0.3 inches
So a third of an inch.
bigger.
Yeah.
That's deduction.
Everything else is holding good. Your waistline on your abdominals is 22.8 right now.
Oh, for real? You know what I was going to say? I'm going to be honest. I've been really on a chewing gum spree. I mentioned that in the podcast,
Yeah.
like a pack of chewing gum a day. However, I will say, with all these extra artificial sweeteners and everything, my digestion has been so freaking on point. It's unreal.
Huh.
I mean, I'm not saying I have the crispiest abs right now, but as far as everything's cooperating,
Yeah.
so on point. I don't know what it is.
Well,
More carbs, perhaps?
what I'm going to do here is pull up your posing video right now. Good.
Okay.
So shape-wise, you're doing really good.
Yeah, I'm happy about, I think it's important to kind of even talk a little bit about, not really needing to go that much far into the off season. And, I think what works for us the best is just kind of maintaining close to the stage look, right? I don't want to get past a month out, right? So even just to maintain this would be great. And as far as my training, I'm still working hard with Sam, and we're training, 4 days a week. Cardio is the big difference, though. I haven't been doing as much cardio, about 2 or 3 Orange Theories a week. So not as intense activity. And then obviously more carbs and fats, all that. So
Yeah, I think 2 is ideal for you right now, because that way when we start the
Yes.
season and you up it, then it's a stimulus, and we can
Absolutely.
lean out.
we don't want to get too good at cardio in the off season, that's
Yeah.
for sure. You know what I think the most important thing that we learned is, though, Adam? The most important thing we learned this year is that I can compete in 14 shows and still hang on
Yeah.
and get better. So
You
that
actually
was
got better.
that was a learning lesson for me. Previously, my record of the most shows I've done in a year was, I think in 2014 I did 8, and this year I did 14, and I there's a few exceptions within that, but for the most part, I just kept getting better and better, which I love to see because it was like a little experiment, right? Can I hang on to my physique during this entire year of competing? And I guess the answer is yes. And in fact, I think it helped me in the end because I learned from each show. And, you know, like for my physique in particular, it's not like I needed to make drastic improvements to it. You know, the upper body, as always, is the area where I need to focus most. However, it's not like I needed to take 6 months off just to develop my shoulders. So I'm really happy about this year and what's to come in 2022.
And as far as this look here, I definitely think we peaked for the Olympia. I think it was one of your best looks for sure this year.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably put it as like your second best look, maybe your first best look. Just your core looked really good at the Olympia. It was like the perfect balance of your core. Wasn't too much, wasn't too little. Your fullness was good. And I think the only thing that we can really work on is going to be, there's still a little bit of balance from upper to lower.
Yes.
You can see it here. Yeah, so I think that's what we can improve next year for the Olympia, which is the arms.
Oh yeah. I mean, I do think this is probably one of my fuller and tighter looks, and that's the reason why it was one of my best. And you can even see like my, I guess, tricep divot from the front. So that's like something I don't usually see, but I was pretty darn full for my physique, and
Not
you
bad
know,
at all. Yeah, it's really good.
I'm always pretty. I mean, I don't have a problem with fullness in the bottom, but it's the top that I get kind of noodly sometimes. So.
But this is a great look. This is, I don't think with how much muscle you currently have, it could have been any more.
Yeah.
But we know that there's still room to get better, just because you can balance out more. And you still have allowance in getting a little bit more muscular in your arms and shoulders, where the judges won't say, "Oh, she's too big now."
Right.
You still have some room there.
So there's room to improve.
But your glutes, I think this year peaked, and I think that's pretty much where they need to be. I mean, your glutes, your tie-ins came in. I mean, the amount of growth you've had this year in your glute tie-ins. I want to go back to that other one.
So who says you cannot make improvements while competing, you know?
Dang, that's crazy.
And I mean, to be fair, disclaimer, the lighting's different, the tanning's different. I'm a little more oily on the right, but you can still tell, even just the shape alone, that it has improved drastically, you know?
That's huge.
Big difference. And how much of a time period? That was April to end of November.
Yeah. Synopsis, we need a little bit more shoulders and arms. We got to be careful with how hard you're training your legs these days. I know you're having fun with it and stuff too. We got to be careful, because if you're growing this much in 7 months and you keep training your legs like this, you know what you're going to look like in a year.
Well, I would say maybe more at the glutes, because my quads didn't get bigger.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm not quad dominant, which is great for bikini. I rarely feel my quads, like when I'm doing lunge. It's like all booty, all hamstring. Maybe more so be careful of the hamstrings and the adductors.
I'm more concerned with the hamstrings.
And adductors, yeah.
Because in the bikini world, there might be like, who can hang with you in the hamstring roundness right now? I mean, I don't know anyone really. I mean, people are close, but you probably have the most dominant like hamstring roundness on stage, you know? So I would say be very careful with that, because not only that, but you might start getting more separation. Here you're leaner, you know? So I don't know how much of this starting separation is conditioning based or overall size based, but you can see that line starting to separate here. Mm-hmm. So here we have these are the ideal roundness of the hamstrings without any separation, but then these are the ideal glutes. So there's going to be some give and take, but we don't want to make it easier or harder on you to find that right spot to look like that roundness.
Right.
Because you see what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah.
You don't want to get that density either, that like where it's too dense. So we'll have to ease off a little bit on the hamstrings. The glutes can keep going. We just have to be careful. And but your glutes are almost maxed out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then we just got to get the upper body there a little bit more.
Yep, upper body's always the stubborn part.
Yeah. And I think if we really went crazy with it too, we can work on just maybe a tiny bit more open on the back too, just to create a little bit more width, because your glutes are so dominant.
I agree. I could always use more upper body, for sure. A little more upper lat.
But it's a damn good package.
I'm happy with it. And I'm excited for 2022.
Number one American. I guess it's number one American born or U.S. born, but number 3 in the world. Not bad.
Well, I'll take it. Great year.
And climbing.
I'm climbing. I'm just getting started. Just getting started.
So anyway, everything's good. I think you're at the right spot where you need to be. We reduced the cardio a tiny bit to 2 sessions, and so we start January 1st. That gives us extra.
I'm a New Year's resolutioner, I guess.
That gives us 2 days, or gives us a little bit extra time than the 21 days we need. Keep about this shape. Not doing too much more work on the hamstrings. Keep the glutes going. And more work on the shoulders and arms.
Yep.
Work on that back pose, maybe open the lat a tiny bit more.
Yes.
And then maybe even get a little bit more lat work in there too. Well, your back is pretty good. We just gotta probably just open it up a little
I barely train my back.
It's really good.
I train it like maybe once a month.
Yeah, we went through that time over like a year where you trained it every week, and now we probably would go back into a little bit more of it. Yeah, and also she got to be the record holder now. She is the most winning pro of all time.
Woo.
Not just bikini, but of all time. That's gnarly.
Gnarly, bro. Yeah. It's gnarly.
All right, anything else, Ash?
Oh, that's all I need you for right now. Unless you have anything to add.
No, this is great.
Okay, let's bring it on 2022, February 5th.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so I just gotta say thank you to my sponsor, Angel Competition Bikini, who made me this book, and I need to show you what's inside because it's pretty cool. Just reflecting on the year, this was perfect to receive as a gift from them. It was super thoughtful, but it's basically, and I'll kind of skip ahead because there's a lot of cute things in here, but it could last forever, right? So this is my physiques. Some of my physiques this year. What's missing is my Romania physique and also Spain, but you can kind of see my progress, I guess, in subtle little changes that I made throughout the year, which I think is kind of cool. You can see that at certain points I tried different things, right? Like for example, in this show, which was in Georgia, I tried to pose more profile. For this show, I tried something with my hair up top. For the Arnold, I still don't think that was a very good look for me, but I placed well anyway, so whatever. But it's kind of cool to see these all side by side, all the shows I did this year. Mile High, the New York Pro, the California Champions, Pittsburgh Pro. I gotta say, I think this was my best look of the year as Pittsburgh Pro. It's a big show, very prestigious. I got first here and I got a perfect score at the show, but I just thought for this day, everything came together. I was very full up top, I was popping. My hair and makeup was on point, all that. So I just thought that was kind of cool and very thoughtful of them to put this together for me here. And even going back into 2020, you can see the changes that I've made. Even with posing too, see the posing differences? And even going back even further to 2019, back when I had my green streak, I wore different shades of green, this one's more of a teal, this one's emerald, this one's the Kelly green suit. It's really, really cool to see this just lined up together. And 2018, gosh, memories. This was my first show back in 2018 from taking a year off. I was way too lean that show. But even my connectors were different, see? I tend to go through phases where I don't want to change things, and it's obviously I didn't want to change green for a long time, and I didn't want to change my window connectors, and this was back in my Olympia win days. And the posing was obviously a lot different, and my physique was different as well. Back then, the standard was much softer, much smaller, and I will be honest, even in 2015, when I won the Bikini Olympia, and in 2014, and these physiques that, 2014 Bikini Olympia, 2015 Bikini Olympia. The physiques were a lot smaller, a lot softer, like I mentioned, and that probably wouldn't even place. This physique probably wouldn't even make it to the Olympia stage these days. But you just gotta adapt with the times, right? So I think I've done a pretty good job of adapting throughout the years and keeping current with the trends and all that. So it's really, really cool, thoughtful gift, and I will cherish this forever and ever and ever. And that's that. But yeah, guys, what can I say? I had a really good year this year, and I think 2022 is going to be an even better year. My goals for 2022, to compete even more. Let's see if I can compete more than 14 times. And to bring up this upper body and to continue working on posing and just any minor thing and just to have fun and just to freaking be a legend, you know what I'm saying? So that's really fun. That's a really fun goal. I think I can do it. But yeah, I mean, this off season, I don't even consider it an off season really, because it's just so short. It's a short period of time. But honestly, it's not that much different. Just, you know, like I said, less cardio, the food thing. I mean, luckily for me, I don't have intense cravings. So I've been eating more, obviously, more carbs, more fat. So I'm not too dieted down or anything like that at the time. But, you know, I always say I'm not much of a foodie, but at the same time, I've learned to cook my food and season my food in a way where it's always exciting and yummy to me. So maybe if you guys want, I will make a video of how I flavor and season my food to make it taste different every time and exciting and fun and tasty. So if you want to see one of those types of videos, just let me know in that comment section and I'll try to make it work. But if there's anything else you want to see from me, just leave it in the comment section. Like, I love taking suggestions for you guys and make cool videos. So just let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Make sure you stay tuned for more videos. I'll try to be more consistent with them. Sorry guys, sometimes I just get so focused when I'm competing that I forget the social media stuff too. So I definitely want to keep you guys in the loop with everything. But before I go, I just want to say, in case you like this outfit, in case you think it's cute, in case you want it for yourself, it's from BuffBunny. Check out their site, link in bio. Use code AshleyKfit at checkout. But anyway, I will see you guys all in the next video and have a good one. Bye-bye.